Hello everyone and welcome to the Shenanigans. Today we are opening up and assembling the high grade variant of the RX-78-2 Gundam, which is again the original Gundam from Mobile Suit Gundam. I said Gundam a lot there. So yeah, we opened up the entry grade last week, which was pretty easy to assemble, not too many parts. This box is obviously a bit bigger, and because it's high grade, I'm expecting a bit more out of it as far as detail, posability, and just overall quality. Because the entry grade wasn't bad, honestly. For, like I said, I think it was like $15 maybe, if that. So very, very good jumping into point for Gundam modeling or Gunpla. But I'm expecting bigger things, better things from the high grade. So let's get this open and see what's inside. Again, it says that all you need to assemble it is a pair of clippers, or nippers as they call them, which, as you can see, I got my handy clippers here, same ones I use for Warhammer and whatnot, so they're a bit worn, but they still do the job. Get that garbage out of the way. Alright, let's pop this box open. And it definitely shows on the box, I don't know if I'll be able to get this on the camera, that it does come with a variety of weapons and equipment. So it comes with the beam rifle, which the entry grade had. Also comes with the missile launcher. Does it come with a stand too, or is that just for showing it off? But then it also comes with beam sabers as well. So that'll be interesting to play with. Okay, so you can already see that there's quite a bit more variety in the sprues here. So let's get that in focus. So we've got, as you can see, there's the beam sabers there. The shield as well. A lot of it looks pretty similar, but it definitely looks like there's going to be some parts that help make it look like it's lighting up. So I'm going to start opening these. Excuse the noise. That way we can get them organized. And hopefully assembly will go quick, since the other one was, it took like 40 minutes. That's kind of long for a assembly video, but because again, I would like to have the entire video available for you guys rather than speeding it up, but obviously that can't always be the case, just because you guys don't want to sit there and watch a 2-hour video of me trying to assemble a Gundam. Let's get this next sprue. Oh, that's it. Oh wow, okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sprues counting the beam sabers. So there's not a lot of actually pieces to assemble. It's very similar to the previous one. I do think there are more pieces overall, though. I think they just fit them onto a handful of sprues. There's also some decals there, or stickers. I think they're actually just stickers, which is good because I am terrible with decals, or transfers, as some people call them. Let's get that open. Let's be careful not to lose those. We're going to set those aside, because it looks like, let's focus on that for a moment. Focus. Please focus. Okay, so it looks like that's for the eyes and then the chevron on the chest? Or on the forehead? I'm not sure. A couple shiny bits, though. And then the other screws, like I said, literally contain everything else that goes onto the model. So this is a very, very efficiently designed set of sprues here. Very efficient use of space, so not a lot of wasted space on these sprues, which I like to see, because I don't like wasting plastic. Obviously, plastic is atrocious for the world. And then the assembly guide here, can't really see it. Cool. So let me get this box out of the way, and we're going to get started here. So yeah, like I said, the last one, the entry grade, took us about, I think it was like 45 minutes or so to assemble. So here's hoping that this one goes a bit faster. We can find the starting page. Here we go. Alright. So again, it's labeled like A, B. I think it's just A, B, and C, actually. Yeah, it's literally just A, B, C, and then we've got I don't think this one has a letter on it, but yeah, it's just A, B, and C, so that's very, very convenient. So let me get this going. I keep hitting the microphone, I apologize. Hope that's not making too much racket for you guys. Alright, so we need A6 and A12. And that is 9, 7, 12. Well, there's 12, so let's clip that out. Try and get this in focus. Again, my clippers are not in pristine shape. I have used these quite a lot for assembling Warhammer miniatures, but they're still clipping through pretty easily, leaving a little bit of... let's see if I can get on the camera here. Nope, focus on this. You can see there's leaving a little bit of plastic left on the model itself, which, you know, hardcore Gunpla people will probably be yelling at me for that, but for me, that's fine. I'm not too particular about it. Just because, again, for me, it's like, it's more of just it's just a casual thing for me. You know, I don't do this to be the best at Gunpla or make it the most realistic looking, most detailed. I just do it for fun. Alright, so this piece should go like that. Yeah. I think. Maybe. Oh, I see. I see. Boom. Nice. Again, I'm noticing that the pieces go together very easily. The entry grade, obviously, I was expecting that because it's entry grade. But the high grade, it seems to be, is going to be more of the same, I think. Sorry about that. I had a sneeze. Didn't want to be on camera. Okay, cool. So we got that little piece done. Now this is PC2. I'm wondering if that's what this sprue is. Oh, it is. PC02. Okay. Neat-o. And yeah, we need these pieces. Now, again, some of these pieces... Because this is like a different material here. This is a more softer, almost rubber-like material. So it's easier to just kind of twist it until it comes off the sprue rather than necessarily needing the clippers. Again, professional Gunpla people are probably like, oh, you still need to use the clippers anyway. But again, for me, it's not that serious of an issue. And then it goes a little bit like this, I think. Maybe? Oh, no, like that. Aha. Get in there. Maybe? Am I doing something wrong? Okay. I think I got it. Yeah, the problem with those pieces, again, because they're a bit softer, they don't really click in there quite as securely as other pieces do. So it's not as easy to tell if you've put the piece, you know, all the way into the correct slot. So this is going to be PC4 and C35. Where is C? C is this gray bit. Okay, because, yeah, see, this is the same color, but this is that same firmer plastic. So it's very interesting to see the diversity of plastic that they use in these kits. C4. No, C35. What am I doing? 35. Boom, I see it. I see it. It's going to be interesting next week, too, because I also have the high-grade kit for Char's Zaku from the same series, which I'm excited to put that together. I've never actually put together a Zaku. I've put together a few different Gundam variants, but not a Zaku as of yet, so I'm excited for that. And then this piece goes like so? Question mark? Oh, I see. Okay, so that just kind of sticks in there like that, I suppose. I guess that rotates too, so if I put it in wrong, I can just rotate it around, right? Okay, again, my allergies are getting the better of me. But that's quite alright. Okay, cool. So we got that piece assembled. So now we need A8 and A5. So we gotta go back to this first sprue here. And A8 is right here. It's hard for me to see. I got all this equipment in the way. Snippity, snappity. Get off my property. A8 and A5. 5. Which one's 5? Okay, 5 is the other blue one. I do like that they come in pre-colored plastic. Because again, if you know me from Warhammer, I hate painting models. I'll do it, you know, to a certain degree, just so that they look half decent. but I do not go out of my way for them just because it is such a tedious thing to do. Okay, I think that just goes like that then. Yeah, that one, again, I don't think these ones are securing themselves quite as smoothly as they were on the entry grade. It is also possible that I'm just not assembling them as proficiently as someone with actual experience and skill with Gunpla. But, okay, so that seems to have come together. So the chest piece is getting there. There's a little gap there, but again, that may just be my lack of skill with assembling these miniatures, these models, which that's okay. I think I was talking about this in my last assembly. This hobby, like Warhammer 40k, for example, you put as much effort into it as you want to. Don't let anyone tell you that you have to do things a certain way to a certain degree of, perfection. Like, it's a hobby, man. You're meant to enjoy it. If it stresses you out, then you're not doing it right. Just gotta let it relax and, it's meant to be fun. Oh, there we go. That went together real nice. Look at that. We're getting somewhere, guys. We are getting somewhere. Okay, so now I need A14 and PC1. So A14 is that bit there. And they do give you color guides for if you want to, add some paint to your model and make it look just a bit more detailed, a bit more realistic. They do have paint guides at the back of the instruction booklets. Which, again, if that's your thing, by all means, go for it. Because, again, people who do this professionally or, take it a bit more seriously, however you want to define it, they can make these models look just absolutely gorgeous. And the same goes for, 40K as well. It's just for me, again, I'm not that particular about it. Like, I put some effort into the painting, but, with these models, I'm probably just going to leave them be, honestly. I'm not going to take the time to paint them. I'm happy with the way they look without the paint, so why would I bother painting more onto it? Okay, so now we got to go back to the C sprue, and we need 24. All right, and the parts are very, very well labeled as well. That's one thing that I have issue with some of the Games Workshop kits for 40K. Is sometimes they don't label the sprues correctly, or they just aren't labeled clearly enough that you can make easy sense of them. So sometimes it's a little more difficult to assemble those kits, and especially when you're talking about miniatures, because at least with a Gundam, right, you have like this big model that you're going to wind up with, so you kind of know, okay, these bigger parts are going here, these smaller parts are going here, and so on and so forth. But with 40K, because you're dealing with, an entire model might be this size, and you're dealing with a lot of tiny parts and things like that, so it's kind of irritating that they don't seem to put that much effort into actually labeling the parts correctly. Let's see if I can get this one done. That one might need glue. It doesn't seem like it, but... Because again, supposedly this is a a clipper-only kit. You don't need to have glue to assemble it, but these parts here might not actually stay unless I glue them. Oh, come on, get in there. It helps if I am a little bit more dexterous. Come on, get in there. The first one went so easy. Alright, let's try this. There it goes, okay. Okay, they do seem pretty secure, so maybe they'll stay just fine. What is this one? Next one is B... Oh, the Beam Saber Hilts. Interesting. B8 and B9. Twice, it says. It's always good to have a backup, right? Alright, so those are up there. Alright. Now these ones I gotta be careful with because I don't want to accidentally clip off the peg there for the emitter, I guess would be the term for that part. Clip in, clip in, clip in. Keep this in, clip in. Clip in, clip in, clip in. Ride. Yeah, I am an idiot. Just FYI, in case you were not aware. And these ones I can probably just spin. I do like being able to do that with these kits. A lot of Warhammer kits, they have pieces that you probably could do that with, but just the way they design the sprues, it doesn't work out too well when you try and do that. Alright, so that's one beam saber done. And then the other. Cool. And then these go back on here, right? That doesn't seem very secure. Okay, well, I guess that works. I don't know, that doesn't feel like that's... This one feels secure. This one feels really loose. Oh, maybe that's what I needed to do. Just really shove it in there. Oh, neat, kind of. I don't know, that's still kind of loose. I mean, again, this may just be me assembling it incorrectly, so take all this with a grain of salt, just because, again, I'm not an expert in assembling these kinds of things. Okay, but that's the body. So we're going to set that aside for now. Now we're working on the head, apparently. So we got to find the A sprue again, which is this one here. We need A1 and A3, which should be... Oh, it's the glowy bits. Neat. It is interesting how they get all these different types of plastic together on the same sprue. That is definitely very... Oh gosh, I cannot see where I'm supposed to cut, actually. What does this piece actually look like? Okay, so I think if I cut here and there. Oh god, where'd it go? Oh no. Oh, there it is. Okay, that is a small piece and it's very hard to see. Okay. So that was 1, and where's 3? 3 is here. Okay. So now we're getting to some of the tinier pieces, which I will say gratefully the entry grade didn't seem to have a lot of like really tiny pieces like this, which are obviously easy to lose and difficult to maneuver and assemble. Okay, so we put that like that, and then this piece goes on top? Question mark? Or is that... Did I do that in reverse? I think I did that in reverse. Oh, gosh. Maybe. I can't tell, honestly. I mean, it's kind of stuck there now, so hopefully that's the right way to assemble it, but I honestly, God, I can't even see this bloody piece. Okay, I think I got that one figured out. That is definitely not the most easy piece to put together, so that's where you start seeing some of that high-grade difficulty coming into play. Alright, so now we got to go to B25 and B20, which should be these pieces here. Alright, so there's B20. 19 is right around the corner too, so I'm going to go ahead and clip that. And then 25 should be... there it is. It's kind of like the mouthpiece, however you want to call it. Alright. So now, according to this, the mouthpiece goes on first. Like so. Okay, that slipped in real nice and easy. I like that. And then this goes back here. And then this piece goes... Maybe? Did I assemble that correctly? I hope I did. Nice. So you can't really see it on camera here, but it does have a kind of nice glow to it for the eyepieces. Probably once I get some better lighting, it'll show up a little bit better, but my recording lighting is just definitely not cutting it. Alright, so we got a tiny, tiny piece here coming off of A. Oh gosh, we are going to lose this piece. Yep, there it goes. Okay, well I broke off part of the sprue with that, so let's see if we can clean that up a little bit. There we go. Alright, that is a tiny piece. I hope I don't lose it. And then B12, which is the kind of like crown chevron looking thing. Okay then. So now the chevron goes in there, and this red piece, oh good gracious. Yeah, there's a reason I wear glasses, guys. I think that's upside down. Let's try like that. Oh, come on now. Nope. What am I doing wrong here? Ugh! Come back. I don't like dealing with these tiny pieces. Again, it says that you don't need glue. So, I'm going to go with that assumption that I do not actually need glue for this, but I cannot quite figure out how this piece is supposed to go on here. Oh, so I'm supposed to, it says that maybe I was supposed to put that piece on first. Oh, wait, there it goes. Okay. I see what they're laying out. It's not too bad. Again, you can definitely see where I could have scraped off some more plastic, but you guys know me, I'm lazy. One of the stickers is supposed to go on the back of the head here. Number 6. That is a tiny little red sticker. Oh, Lord. Okay. That's going to be tricky. I can do it. I believe in me. That was a lie to make you feel better. Okay, I got it. Do that. Oh, good gracious. I'm trying to get the sticker in here, guys. I can't quite. No, don't stick to this clippers. Again, this is why I don't mess with stickers. Come on, get in there. Okay, well that's progress, I guess. It's not on the clippers anymore. Come on. Oh, that's literally the opposite of what I wanted. Oh, come on. Wait, I think I might have done it. Where did it go? Where did the sticker go? Okay, we're gonna have to take a pass on that sticker because I don't know where it just went. Oops. Well, I tried. You can't say I didn't try. Alright, what is next? So we got the head more or less done. Now we gotta do the right arm. So lots of B's on this one. So B13, B14, which is way up here. All right. Oh, I thought I clipped you. Clip. B13, 14, and then we need PC3, which again is this one here. And there's duplicates, which I like. I like when they have identical numbers for identical parts, so you don't have to worry about getting specific one or the other. Makes our lives easier as modelers. Okay, so this one goes like that. So this one needs to be over here, presumably. Now, I am expecting a lot more articulation out of this model, being a high-grade model. Whether or not that's going to be the case remains to be seen. However, it's looking like, just as far as the parts we're putting together, it should be the case, more or less. C. Where did C go? C is over here. C is for Cookie, which is good enough for me. Alright. C2, C3, and C6. Should be up here. Okay, cool. So here's C2. This is one place where I'm starting to notice a pretty distinct difference between the entry grade and the high grade, is the arms were basically built together on the entry grade because they had identical parts. Now, it definitely seems like for this one, they have, at least in some cases, distinct parts for the left arm and for the right arm. So again, I'm hoping that means that we'll get some pretty solid articulation out of this kit. Okay, there's 3 and then 6. 6 is over here. Yeah, this kind of rubberized plastic stuff, it definitely behaves differently than like the normal plastic. Where did that piece just go? There it is. Come here. Okay, so we got 6 here. So this is 3. That's going to go kind of like that. And then this is 2, which is going to go like that. Cool. And then 7 is going to kind of sandwich it together. And then I think we've got, yep, B18 is after that, so... So this is looking like either an elbow joint. Oh yeah, this is probably the elbow joint. Which again, you can already tell has quite a bit of articulation. So I like that quite a lot. Because again, the entry grade had a fair amount of articulation for that level of model. So I was already impressed with that. But the high grade obviously should have more, being that is a higher grade. Alright, there's that. And then 15 over here. So again, these parts on the entry grade, I believe, had the same numbers. But here we do have distinct parts for, in this case, the right arm. And we will have distinct parts for the left arm as well. Okay, so 18 goes like that? Question mark? Like that. Okay, nice. And again, it's fitting together very, very smoothly, and I like that a lot. It's a nice, satisfying feeling when the parts click together and you know you assembled it correctly. Okay, cool. So that arm is definitely coming together really well. We got to get some B12s, which are these little circly doodads here. So I think these were modeled onto the kind of arm pieces in the last kit. So there's definitely more detail going on here, definitely more pieces. But honestly, as far as assembly goes, I wouldn't say it's significantly more difficult. Yes, there's some smaller pieces that have been giving me some issues, but overall, I think it's coming together rather well. Okay, again, smaller pieces with my big fat fingers. Alright, that's a nice touch there. And then where did that other piece go? There it is. Boom, look at that. Nice and neat. And moving on, 11 and 10 from the B block. So now these pieces are the same, but again, I can't expect every piece to be distinct for left side, right side, whatever, but it is nice to see that they have some distinction between the two. Alright, there we go. Making progress. Alright, so 11 goes on first, which is this one. So like that, I think. Okay. Or wait, that's... Oops, that's the wrong piece. Aha, okay. Now we're getting somewhere. I think that's how it goes. Oh, and then the arm piece supposedly goes... Oh, I see. Okay, okay. I see. That one needs to scooch this way a bit. Aha! Alright, look at that. That's definitely got some nice movement to it. Oh yeah, this is going to be much more posable than the entry grade, which, again, is appropriate. Okay, so now we need C4 and 13 and 10. Okay. Now this one, this is where it starts to get kind of interesting, because this is where you see that there are different hand options. So you can do, like in this case, there's an open hand, but then there's also a closed hand to, you know, grip weapons and things like that. So we'll put the open hand down there, and then the other one is 10. Don't clip the finger off. Okay. And then we need pieces 4 and 5. Okay, that's 4. 4 goes on the open hand, so make sure to put that over there. And 5 goes on the closed hand. Alright. So put that together right quick. Nice. Good looking stuff. Reminds me of a Shining Gundam or Burning Gundam from G Gundam, because it had that big hand attack thing that he would do. Burning Fist or Shining Fist, whatever it was. Nice. Okay, cool. And yeah, so the closed hand here does give the option to put, you know, beam rifle or weapon in that. So we're going to put those aside for now. Or actually, you know what, I'm going to put the fist in there because we'll probably want to put the gun or beam rifle in for this section. But definitely hang on to the extra parts because you can always swap them out later. Alright, moving on to the left arm now. Left arm assembly, I'm assuming, is going to be basically the same. Alright, cool. So now that we got the arms, we can start assembling the, I guess the upper torso, we'll call it. Got the left arm, got the right arm, and then the head. Cool. Making good progress. Now we get to start on the legs. And the legs should be, again, pretty similar to the other kit. I don't honestly think there'll be too much difference there, aside from, again, more posability, more parts, of course. So let's get going on that. So we need A4. And these pieces at least seem to be the same, the feet, because I don't think there's any distinction there between, you know, left foot, right foot. It's all the same for Gundams, mobile suits. In that case, I'm just going to clip it both out. Now, I'm assuming the legs themselves, again, will have distinct parts, unlike the entry grade, which was, you know, duplicates for everything, basically. Okay, so then we need Bravo 29. Okay, so those are the same as well. It definitely helps save time when the pieces are identical and you can just clip them both out at the same time. But definitely when you're doing distinct left and right, you want to kind of take your time, I would say. Put that over there. 30, 31. Okay, so again, those are the same, at least for left and right, but they are distinct 30, 31. So we'll put one of you there. Clippy clippy. Get out my choppy. It's an old Battlefield Friends reference. I say old, I guess it's not that old. Maybe it is. I don't know. My memory's starting to go, guys. I'm getting old. That's a fact. Okay, cool. So let's get those assembled right quick, because I believe they should be the same. Oh, right, there's a one here, the 7. All right. 7, boom, boom. All right, so we're taking that, putting piece 7. It's one of those, again, rubbery kind of pieces. Putting that on top. Then putting like that. Aha. Okay. Cool. So we got one foot done. I'm going to go ahead and assemble this other one. Just because, again, these are, at least these parts of the feet are identical. So it's going to save me a little bit of time to do it like so. Cool. Now we go here. Now this is where I think we're going to get into the distinct right leg pieces, so we'll have to be a little more cautious with our clips here. Oh, that one says 22. That one also says 22. Yeah, 22, 23. Okay, so those are still duplicates, so I'm going to go ahead and just cut those out. And then 23. Ooh, that one I did not get a good clip on. Yikes. That's okay. We can definitely fix that later. And then 14, 15, and 17. 14. Okay, so again, these are all duplicated. Because realistically speaking, it should only be like the outer shell of the legs that's distinctly different between right and left. The functional parts should be identical. All right, and then we need 17 and 16. So 17. Dude, that broke the sprue. Yikes. Alright, cool. 16, 17 there. And we'll do the same for the other leg. Bum, bum. Bum, bum. 16, 17. Okay, cool. Let's start assembling this before we get too far ahead of ourselves. Alright, so 22 and 23 should be these pieces here. Like so. And then 17 here. Like so. Is that supposed to be locked in place like that? I believe it is. I might have assembled that wrong. Yeah, I think I did. Can't see the bloody instructions. It's part of the problem. I think I did, guys. Oh gosh. Oh, come on. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 123, 124, 125, 126, 127, 128, 129, 130, 131, 1 Okay, I think it was supposed to go like that. And then, yeah, 15, like that. Okay, there we go. That makes more sense. Because now it's got some freedom of motion there. Groovy. Groovy, groovy. Alright, so that's that assembled. I'm going to do the same for the other leg real quick. Okay, so now we need some more of those little circlies. These are B26s. There it is. And should go like that. And like that. Then we need 2 of the PC8s. Try these. Need 27, 28. Well, that works. And then 24. Oh god, okay, that one went flying. Let's get that assembled right quick. And it helps if I clip the excess plastic off there, don't it? Alright, so that goes like that, or like that. No, like horizontally. Okay. Don't know why those go there. Alright, and then put that together like so. Alright. And then where did this piece here? Look at that. Snaps together like nothing. And then this leg should go like so. Nice, look at that. Again, we're getting some really good articulation out of these leg joints compared to the what happened. Okay, so Droid Cam freaked out for a bit, but we should be back. For how long? Who knows? So I'm going to try and get this done quickly, if possible. Nice. So again, there's a lot of articulation here. Get in focus. A lot of articulation going on with the leg. So very, very happy to see that. Now I'm going to speed through the other leg real quick. Okay, so we got the torso section completed. We got the legs completed. So now we need to get the waist completed to connect it all together. So we're getting this nice bright yellow piece here. A 13, as it is labeled. And then we need a nice B 6 here. I feel like I'm playing Battleship. need the B2s. B2. That one. B2. I hope I'm clipping this one correctly. Okay, so this should go like so. Nice and easy. And this one should go like that. Ooh, I need to trim that one down a bit. Come on. Clumsy fingers work. Alright, that should be a bit better. Oh, am I doing that in reverse? I am doing that in reverse. Aha, okay, now that fits. Now we need this PC4 and C31 and C32. Alright. Here is C31 up here. And then 32 right behind it. Okay, so this goes like so. And then 32. Where did 32 go? There it is. Like that. Okay, cool. So definitely a little bit more complex assembly there for the waist section compared to the... Did I do that right? Oh, that's a different piece. Haha, okay, never mind. Definitely a bit more complex assembly there compared to the... Pardon me, the entry grade that we saw before. Okay, so we need 8, 10, and 11. You can definitely feel that we are getting into the final stretch here. I know it's been a long video, and probably edited out a good amount of it, because this assembly has definitely taken a bit longer than the entry grade, but technical difficulties aside, I don't think it was a significant difference in assembly time. Just kind of getting ahead of myself here. Trying to save a little bit of time if we can. And then I needed B5, which should be that one there. Right. There we go. And then this A7 should go right there, I believe. Alright. And one of the decals is supposed to go there. Lost my decals. There they are. This one's a little bit bigger, so maybe I can get this one on a wee bit easier. This goes right on there, I guess. It's a little off center, but it's not so bad. Again, I don't usually deal with decals and stickers, just because I'm quite bad at them. Alright, B1. I'm sure you guys can hear me getting more and more tired as this goes on. This is a little bit longer than I was expecting it to take. But again, for a high-grade kit compared to the entry-grade kit at least, it makes sense. It's appropriate. Alright. So we've gotten that. Now we need 2 times PC5 and B4. I think that should be our first empty sprue here. So I don't think there's any more on this PC sprue. Yeah, so this is again the kind of more flexible plasticky one. Rubbery, silicone, whatever it is. So that's first empty sprue. Thank God we're making progress there. And then, yeah, these 2 here, B4s. And I always double check my sprues before I toss them out because I want to make sure that I don't accidentally miss anything. Alright. So that goes there. And then attaches to that side. And then this one does the same, if I can find the piece that I cut off. That's always the trick, is cutting the piece off and then making sure you don't lose it. Alrighty then, but now assembly should start coming together. So we can put the torso onto the waist. And we can put one leg on here. And the other leg on here. Okay, so the actual... Ooh, please tell me I didn't just break that. Oh, I might have just broken that. Nope, it's fine. It's fine. We're all fine here. Alright, get that in focus so y'all can actually see. Cool. So the Gundam itself has been assembled. I think all that's left is the weapons and attachments and silly stuff like that. Was I supposed to put that sticker on there? I think I probably was. I'll go back and do that later. Okay, cool. So now then, where's the weapon assembly? Ah, of course. It's on the next page over. Alright, cool. So weapon assembly. Let's get that beam rifle. So you can kind of tell, like, all the pieces that are going to go to, like, each weapon, like the beam rifle here. And they're pretty well organized on the sprue as well, so you don't have to go dancing around too much to find a specific part. Let's get this assembled here. So that should just slot into place there. Nice. And then the scope itself goes in there. Where'd the handle go? The handle goes right there. The other half of the gun. Oops. Right there. And then where did the muzzle go? Good question. Did I just lose it? I might have lost it. Oh, there it is. Alright. Cool. So that is the beam rifle complete. Now there is a different hand for the beam rifle, it looks like. So it does not actually fit into the hands that we put on there. Okay, I see it. Yeah, so there is this third hand here specifically for the beam rifle. this should go like that, question mark? Where'd the other piece go? Oh, I see. It's better to do it this way. If I can get the pieces to cooperate, come on now. There it goes. Okay, cool. I do like that there's a separate hand for that, so it's a little bit easier than trying to finagle the gun out of the hand that exists. You just pop the hands out and swap them out as you go. Oh, I see, but this hand is also used for the rocket launcher. Oh, interesting. But alternatively, the rocket launcher can be stored on back, so maybe that's what we'll do. Neato. It is definitely nice to see all the configuration options that come with this kit. So it's not just like the entry grade kit where all you had was the beam rifle and shield configuration. You can actually configure this to have, you know, a multitude of weapons or a combination of different weapons. All right, so we finally finished the kit here. So I figured out that the hand that I used for the gun here, so that one is designed for the rocket launcher as well. And then the shield, if you wanted to put the shield in the hand, you technically have to pop that piece off there. And then you can reassemble it and have him holding the shield. So honestly, it wasn't too much more difficult than the entry grade, I would say. Yeah, there were more parts to assemble and a little bit more, I mean, a little bit more difficulty, but I would say it was not a significant difference in difficulty. Side by side, this is the entry grade on the left here. They don't look too different. You can definitely see there's more detail on the high grade model, just by comparison. Like if you look at the shield, for example, you can see that the high grade shield has a bit more detail on it. But overall, between the two, you know, the entry grade is a nice starting point, but the high grade is not a significant jump in difficulty. So if you have an easy time with the entry grade, definitely look at the high grade model. Just because you get a lot more, I shouldn't say a lot more detail, you get a little bit more detail in the model itself, but you got a lot more functionality because, again, we have all the different weapons, rocket launcher, shield, beam sabers, but there's also definitely more posability. There's a word for that, I can't remember what it's called. Points of articulation. The articulation is much better on this model compared to the entry grade model. So I know this was a long video, guys, so thank you for bearing with me. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think the high grade is worth the price point? Because I think the high grade was maybe $30. I would have to look it up again. So I would say it's, you know, 50% increase in cost at least for the high grade versus the entry grade. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'm enjoying this immensely. Like I said, we've got Char Zaku will be the next one in this series. So that'll be next week's video. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't. That helps me out immensely. And we'll see you guys in the next video.